Previously on Industry.
That brings me to a subject that we need to talk about, man.
What's up, man?
You know, how's it going on the backflip?
And then you brought up the backflip and stuff. And, I mean, you know how I feel.
Jimmy is definitely torn right now.
What happened? I didn't know you crashed.
Freaking over-rotate again at one of those things. It's like I can't settle down flipping there.
Having Kyle Loza as a marquee athlete has been amazing. He's changed an entire sport.
Yeah, I think it kind of made some people like gain a little bit more respect for the trick.
Kyle Loza crashing in Dubai was a real bummer for him and for the agency. We had Greg Hartman there. We knew he could do some damage. He just got the opportunity. He stepped it up, took everybody there down, walked away with a gold medal. I'm Dan McGranahan, CEO of Icon One Agency. We manage the top athletes in action sports. This is my world. This is my industry.
What the? Are you in there? Are you in? I can pick which one is you immediately. The freckled, red-haired guy. Sorry, I don't mean like. Hey,
How funny is that?
I'll go ahead and keep this. Put it up at Loza's.
I want to talk about your schedule. That's a good thing. No worries. Today was a crazy day. I have Greg in the morning, and then I'm meeting with Johnny Campbell in the afternoon. Put the magazine down. I need your attention.
Okay.
Okay, so I talked to the IFMXF guys, and they're all good to go. There's 9 events left. That's a good series. That's the kind of series we want to be focusing on.
If I don't make any contest money at all, like I'll make, you know, I'll make 6 figures this year with no contest money whatsoever, just in appearance, like showing up to stuff. If Lord willing, I stay safe. And it's like, I can't believe it's all like come together like that.
That's a series that gets a lot of international publicity. It's not a sort of a mock contest demo series.
Yeah.
It's not, you know.
There's big dudes there too, like Rabo and Vila.
It's not a clown series, and it's the kind of series that if we were to go after, I'd like to see you go after and try to win the whole thing.
Last winter is a horrible memory to me, and it was like right on the verge of almost like right before I met you guys, I was like right on the verge of like thinking like I need to be like looking at like a regular job or something, and you know I got a wife now, and you know like I have responsibility now, and like I can't just making a little bit of money every week and risking my life to do it.
I mean, it was your time. It was either step up or step out.
Yeah.
But you stepped up, and I just think we got to stay up. We can't step back. The days of just, you know, having that demo bot, you know, focus, we got to let that go. Big guys don't ride that stuff. They might do 1 or 2 here and there, and that's fine as long as it fits. But that should be on the back of your mind, and it seems like it's often on the front of your mind. But you got to.
Well, I can't wait all year
and
just hope that I get into Summer X Games and sit around all year.
Of course, you can't
watch my wife go to work and then say like, "Well, I'm really hoping to get this spot," and then if I don't, just be like,
"You can't do that." But that's ridiculous. No one's asking you to do that. There's a lot more events than just one Summer X Games, and I think that this, you know, shows some of those, you know, and fill in other times with demos like that. But remember, those demos are easy, and it's easy to fall into just doing that all the time because it's easy money. You don't have to put any effort into it. You know, you do a double grab and you go home. You know, you have your check in your pocket. But that's not really striving to be the athlete that you're capable of being. Johnny Campbell. Well, we've been working on his movie. It's a documentary of his life, true champion, and it's been a heck of a project to undertake this movie. I didn't, to document someone's 15 years, that's a lot of work. That's a lot of pictures, it's a lot of digging through history, old film, old footage. But to be able to go down that journey with him has been great for our personal relationship, because it's really exposed to me what Johnny's like and what he's been like. Because our relationship is only a few years old. And now I feel like I've known him for 15 years because I've got to see intimately the struggles and the accomplishments that he's been through, and got to share those experiences with him through the course of the movie. Johnny is stepping into his own team now, his own building. He's in an incredible place. He's going to lead the off-road racing world for many years to come. So I feel really good about all the stuff we talked about upstairs.
I'm glad those IFMX Fs are look like they're pretty legit.
I think they are, and I think it's a good series. I do feel like, when you come back from hanging out with Jimmy, I got to kind of de-demo bot you, and I need you to be more all the time.
More business. You know what?
Big business. I feel like with Greg and Jimmy, I always have to really push them to look at the big picture.
You know what? I'm actually was kind of ticked off that you made such a big deal about me going to Jimmy's all the time, because until right now, until we just talked about my schedule, we haven't done any business.
I never made a big deal about you going to Jimmy's.
Well,
I made a
on the
big
phone,
deal
you're
about
like-
you, not if you weren't going to be available to come back in case something came up.
Yeah, and I
That's
am
it.
available all the time.
Well, then there was no big deal.
Well, whenever you called me, you kept saying, well, this just reiterates how much I need you in Orange County, and I need you to focus on Orange County, and I need you to focus on being available. And it's then whenever I asked if we could call the monster guy, he said, he's at X Games. He's not going to answer your phone right now.
That's not true. The plan to get a hold of him was for the beginning of the week, and we tried, and then he left for X Games on Thursday. So at that point you were gone anyway. So, but I think you're confusing where I was coming from with that.
Well, I'm just saying that.
But you're also not listening to my point about not letting yourself fall into that demo bot mentality.
Yeah, well, Jimmy's just like me, and he's married and is an adult and has a responsibility to earn a living as well.
What?
That's a perfectly valid point.
What is?
That you have to earn a living. Jimmy doesn't talk me into doing demos or anything. He has some good shows for me this past year. Those
cool.
ASA things are good.
For sure. That's not what I'm not talking about, Jimmy. I'm talking about you.
All right.
The other thing is, Jimmy didn't fly you out here. I flew you out here to do business. This Greg and Jimmy doing demos conversation is really getting old.
Hey.
Hey, Miley.
What's happening?
Where's mine?
Good morning, pancakes.
Perhaps you should make some.
I'm going to.
You're retiring.
So, in there, I have the contract for Truth. The contract's in there. On the top. Not there, that's my notes.
Are we going today, too?
Yeah, Loza
Yes.
and I are running up there today. Anyway.
Sweet. And me.
That's great.
And Miley.
Miley's gonna go with you, and she'll be able to give this to him. Take a look over it. You know what it looks like, but double check it. Made some minor adjustments. They were asking for kind of a lot of placement, so we just toned back the placement we're gonna give them, and that's it. The day's here. We finally get to hand Greg his Truth contract. Beautiful, man.
Grass to hand.
Thank you.
Gurgatron.
Do they have new
Nasty.
stuff at Truth? Are we going to be able to
The
actually
fall
get
stuff comes out in June, he says.
Snap. A duty.
Done. Good job. When you go there, will you bring this and give this to Jeff and get that all
It's
situated?
like your first actual contract.
Woohoo!
All right. Welcome
Shall
to
we
the team.
celebrate?
Pancakes. This would be a good contract. There's a lot of room to grow with it also. So I think that it's a good launching pad for us.
Hey, bro, what's happening?
Ready to go to work.
All right, let's go. Yeah, we really need to get on the phone with McGuire, with McGuire, and try to hook that meeting up today because, you know, I'd really like to get that going because it's a huge part of our face.
Yeah.
And we need to move forward on that project for sure.
I'm with you 100%, so let me pull him up here. Johnny Campbell and I have a lot to get done today. We need some people to respond that haven't been very responsive. We're gonna have to, you know, put the hammer down. Things are just not moving along quickly, and we just need to kick it into high gear and get this done. Hey Mike, Dan McGranahan, Icon 1, following up with you. I'm sitting with Johnny right now. We're having a meeting this morning. We really want to get over there and connect with you, so give me a call back. If you can't do it today, then let's start laying out a time we can do it tomorrow or in the very near future. Hope you're having a good day, and call me back. Thanks, bye. You ready to call this Dust Magazine guy? Chad, hey, this is Dan with Icon 1. Want to set up that, get the details and set up that exclusive with you and Johnny Campbell Racing. So call me back as soon as you get this. On the phone all day. We couldn't get anything done. Let's get a hold of Dirt Rider also. I know that Jimmy Lewis, the editor there, is a close friend of yours. So see if we can get him to do an exclusive. That's what we need.
You want to talk to him or I want to talk to him?
You don't want to talk to him? We pretend like you're not here?
You talk to him.
You want to pretend like you're not here or what?
You paged this person. Press 5 now.
Hey Jimmy, this is Dan McGranahan with Icon 1. We work with Johnny Campbell Racing. I know Johnny and you are good friends. We wanted to get the press release is going out this week about the new team, and I wanted to see if we could get maybe an exclusive interview going in your magazine. So if you would do me a favor and call me back, or you could call Johnny directly and set it up, that would be most appreciated. Again, this is Dan. Thanks a lot, Jimmy.
Dude, we're not making much headway today. What's going on?
Well, I hope that we'd be in this building by now, and we're not. That's a process that we've been in for a while. This has been a very frustrating process. But ultimately, we found a building that's brand new. It's gorgeous. It fits Johnny Campbell Racing to a T. And with adjustments to the lease and whatnot, it's a little nerve-wracking because these guys, we need them to make the adjustments, but they really want to sell the place. They don't want to lease it. So the sooner we get them locked into the lease, the safer we are. He didn't call me back. Certainly that's, you know, of concern to me because this issue is so important. We've got to get in this building. If we lose this and we're back at ground zero in the middle of January, now we're racing, that is the panic room. And I don't want to go there. We need to close this deal.
Hello, this is Joe.
Do you have a second?
Yeah.
I don't want them thinking that we're just going to go park all our neighbors' motorhomes there because we got free parking, but you know, we have race rigs and we'll come during prep times and there'll be times that they'll spend the night, and I'm sure we'll probably just get away with that. But you know, I would prefer that we were, you know, allowed to have our race rig parked in front of our race shop.
I'm almost certain that's an association rule. you got to have a backup plan. And, you know, he really likes that building, and I don't blame him.
We are just really under the gun here at the end, and things have got to happen. And we don't have a lot of time, and we have zero room for error. All right, Joe, we got to run.
All right.
Thank you, dude.
Thanks, Joe.
Yeah, bye.
Yep.
I am stressed beyond belief.
I just want to get it done. Just get that, get over that hurdle, you know? This one's been nagging for a month, so.
At this point, Johnny Campbell Racing is 5 days out from their first race. This is just a whole world of pressure bearing down on Johnny's back, on my back. There's a lot of things in order. We've done our homework. Things should fall into place, but we have basically no margin for error here. We have 5 days to go. We don't have our graphics situated yet. We've ordered our tents, but we don't have them yet. We don't have insurance yet for the company. We might be racing without insurance. That's the last place that we wanted to find ourselves.
So Dan was having a really crazy day, and there were some things that he had to do over at Truth with Greg that he couldn't get to, so he asked me to take him over there for him.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, Tyler. It's good to
How
see
you
you.
doing? Good to see you.
This is Greg.
Greg.
This is Tyler.
Greg Hartman, nice to
Hey.
meet you, Tyler.
Nice to meet you.
Right on.
Cool.
So I know we've got some stuff to talk about, stuff to sign, or there have been signed, but.
A lot of serious business for me to handle.
All right, well, Greg, Tyler's actually going to be probably your main contact here at
Yes.
Truth, because he is like the marketing guy for the moto side, or just.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm dealing with most of the riders for moto and some BMX and stuff like that.
And I was a little nervous because it was a contract that I hadn't really worked on before. And also, there could be potentially be not an issue with placement. I mean, like how much space they wanted on Greg's helmet and bike.
So I think a couple questions that we had are exactly what Truth would be expecting on his bike or whatnot. Like what kind of representation or where you guys want to do placement.
I don't think I was really prepared to kind of negotiate that. Dan thought I was, but that's so sweet of him.
As far as placement, the best thing would be to have some sort of sticker placement on your helmet. So any up-close headshots, there's something with Truth in it. And then also, obviously, there's a lot of advertising space on your number plates or on your side plates. So we definitely want to have something on there just so in your shots, I mean, from almost any angle, there's some sort of Truth somewhere, because unfortunately we're clothing only, so you're not going to be wearing a t-shirt when you do your stuff. So
Right.
So yeah, I mean, the more the better, but you don't want to look tacky and have Truth just like slapped everywhere. So
Right.
obviously something on the sides, so when you're doing a trick and the photographer's on the side, they can see it, or anything up close face shot, they can see it.
Ultimately, in the end, it wasn't too bad. Like, they weren't asking for a whole lot, and it was really manageable. So, and I think everybody will be happy in the end.
We got a Truth meeting today. I know it's going to be tricky. We have some issues to get through, and I know what it's like to meet with Jeff over at Truth, and so I'm expecting some fireworks, but I'm prepared.
I know we need to get moved on to the JCR thing now, and sort of like it's a little awkward for me because like obviously Johnny and I have been friends for a long time, you know, and you and I have been friends for a long time, and now there's this new dynamic where you're the manager negotiating on Johnny's side, so I feel like a tag team thing here. So, but it's the same kind of situation we had with the Kyle thing, where it's like, you know, obviously I was friends with Kyle for a long time, introduced you guys, and then even encouraged you to manage him, and then I feel like now I have limited access to Kyle. We're going forward into this Johnny thing, and I encourage you to get into this management thing. You know, I saw potential for you. I thought the industry needed somebody that had some integrity that's going to go, you know, actually take care of the athletes. But I feel like it's kind of come back against me, you know, in that situation, and I kind of want to let the past be the past, but I'm saying moving into this Johnny thing, you know, can we establish something, you know, like shoot, we're all friends, you know, but here we are, we're supposed to get to the bargaining table now and hash something out and like, you know.
I don't know for sure, you know, what exactly causes you regret and what doesn't about it, but those guys need the tools. You see it as a, you know, money, but those are tools in order for them to continue to be more successful and continue to do a better job representing truth.
I guess what I'm trying to say is going forward into this deal, I like almost rather not even do this deal. It's gonna get all weird, and it's like I gotta call you before I can call Johnny now. You know, like I feel like I can't even call Kyle to have him do my tattoo without getting approval from his agency now. You know, and
We should work past that so you have more comfortability calling him.
Yeah.
You know, and know that that door is wide open.
Right,
you know,
great.
Right. Well, we're all friends.
We'll
you
put
know,
that package together.
Right. You know, I mean, I have a picture here, Dan, of happier days if you want to see it.
This is happy days.
You want to see this, dude? This thing's all time, dude. This is gonna take you back. Are you ready for this?
A good place.
Are you ready for this? You seen this, Johnny?
At least it's not the other one.
Next time on Industry.
I want to go surfing.
Where are you guys? Greg's like one of my best friends, but he's an idiot.
Is anybody else here really tired of Kyle Loza? Just constantly like pranking Greg. Shows up late, doesn't get in the water.
And some cash motivations.
What's that mean?
I offered Jimmy some money to do the flip.
First person between me and Kyle to land it and right away.
I saw like the crash and then he didn't get up for a minute.
There's a lot on the line and it could be fatal to this company.